All right, so the majority of you said that a screen recording would work best for you to go through the assignments for the week. So we are going to go through week 2. I will do this for week 2 and week 3. After that, you're kind of going to be on your own because each one of these weeks flows within each other. All right, so week 2, you have another RWLE. You have one of these every week. You have a video. This is a longer video, but it's really important. I grew up, there wasn't a lot of technology around to begin with anyhow, so I didn't know how big the divide was until I started teaching in Title I schools here in Texas. And in Texas, we have Title I districts, which should tell you how economically disadvantaged some of our areas are. This video here is about an hour or a little more, somewhere around there. But I want you to look at the difference in the technology and the use of technology between these schools. Who has it? Who doesn't? How is it used? What opportunities do they have? Secondly, you have a link here. This is for the assistive technology chat. This happens every Tuesday. I'm not sure of the exact time, but I know it's every Tuesday. They're going to have one this Tuesday on the 3rd, so that's actually Wednesday. And then they'll have one on the 10th. But I want you to go through and I would like you to pick one of these chats. These all talk about assistive technology and how it's used in a classroom, inclusive tech and remote learning. Maybe something you want to check into as it may be a topic for the future. Pick any one, click the link here to the side, and visit that chat. This is just like the archive that I made of our chat. Scroll through, read all of the tweets, and it will take several times scrolling down to the bottom and reloading. You'll also get the view of what a Twitter chat looks like when it's more than just the 7 of us tweeting back and forth. Once you have read all of this, that's the second part. This is the Tripoli framework. I would like you just to go through and explore the website and learn a little bit about it. This is what our lesson will be over this week. We are going to go in depth with the Tripoli framework. This is the lesson plan template we're going to be using, and also the framework, the rubric we'll be using for evaluating apps. So just go through, look through all the tabs, explore everything here. And then I want you to listen to this podcast here. It's from it's a different podcast. It's from Educational Duct Tape. This is supporting students with special needs and remote learning with accessibility features, assistive technology, accommodations, modifications, and more. This is a timely topic as, you know, we're dealing with COVID-19. And so, unfortunately, I see remote learning becoming something that may be happening more frequently as we progress throughout this time in education. Once you have done all of those, you have watched this, you've read an archive, you've explored this website, you've listened to this podcast, then you're going to do your reflection. Again, if you want to make a video, that's fine. If you want to record a podcast, that's fine. If you want to write me a paper, that's fine. If you want to take sketch notes while you're doing all these things and take a picture and submit that to me, that is fine. This here, I'm not giving you tons of structure in it because I want you to have the ability to do what you're comfortable with at some point in this class. So every week I'm giving you an opportunity to, I am comfortable writing a paper. Then write a paper. This is the appropriate time to do that. You'll submit that assignment. Make sure you have done this. On Wednesday, we will be speaking about accessibility throughout that chat. That is exactly what that chat is over. You have your week 2 lesson. You have a YouTube video to watch for your introduction. Talks about the EEE framework. This is a Powtoon. This is an animation video. So if after you watch this, you want to use Powtoon to describe what you've learned this week, then you can, as your independent application of what you have learned this week. So you'll watch that little video. This is a video that I have made. It is almost 15 minutes long. I am walking you through the EEE framework, how I want you to fill out the EEE framework lesson plan, where everything goes in there. If after you watch this video, you are confused, you have questions, please email me, send up a signal flag, somehow let me know you have questions and you need help. I am willing to do whatever I need to help you be successful. If you want me to Zoom with you and go over one with you, I can do that. If we need a mass one, if everybody all of a sudden starts emailing me, we can do a mass one. I'm tentatively planning to do that anyhow on Friday, just to be able to answer any questions before the weekend. So you'll watch that video. We have our Twitter chat. I'll put in here that it is over accessibility. Here's your independent application. This is your personal reflection. This is your independent application. This is your personal reflection that goes in that discussion post. Choose one of these 6 tools, or types of tools would be a better way to say this. One of these 6 types of tools. Okay? Animation video. You can use Powtoon, Animaker, Biteable, Movely. Go and make an animation video over what you've learned about EEE and accessibility this week. You can pick a single topic to focus on. You can reflect generally over everything. You then turn in whatever it is you create here in that week 2 share discussion board over here. So here's our week 2 share. You will submit that here. I'm going to type in here personal reflection choice board, or are confused as to what you do, it will be here as well. Make your entry there. We have our Twitter chat. Again, you participate, you answer all the questions. I will be putting those up Wednesday morning, just like I did last Wednesday, for you to have them beforehand. Your week 2 share, there it is right here. That's that choice board. Your tech integration plan. All right, here's your template right here for you to download. Every time we do a tech lesson plan, this is the one you're going to use. Okay, your name. Give your lesson a title. Okay, put in your PA Common Core. Okay, and then what activity is going to complete it? I go over this in that 15-minute video. Fill this baby out with a previous lesson plan. Okay, I tell you, the first lesson plan will be an integration of technology in an existing lesson plan that you have already created. All I want you to do is you're going to open up that lesson plan you already have that's in a Rosemont lesson plan format. You're going to copy and paste and plop it into the EEE. And then you're going to integrate technology. You learned about great technology this week through the assistive technology chat and the podcast that I had you listen to. If you don't know of any technology to integrate into a lesson, that's when hey, Ms. Davis, I need help with this. Can you look at this and can you give me some ideas? I will point you in the direction, okay? It can go multiple days. It could be a 30-minute lesson. Please check out this rubric. This is exactly how I'm going to grade it. Do you have your standards? Do you have your objective? If you leave those off, that's 20 points. Please, you guys know that objectives are in every single lesson plan. And if you're confused on what an objective is, that's that the student will be able to or swab at. That's in every lesson plan. Your anticipatory set, this is how are you going to get them engaged in that beginning of that lesson? How are you going to engage them? How are you going to activate that background knowledge that they have? Materials, list everything. Procedure, in detail. Questions you're going to ask. I know that as an education student right now, you think that when your professors tell you this, that it's kind of overboard. It's really not, because if you really have an awesome lesson plan and you go into student teaching and you want to use that awesome lesson plan, if you don't have everything spelled out, future you is not going to remember what sophomore you wrote when you are senior you. And you're not going to remember what your intention was. What all did I need for this? How is this going to go? Please save yourself some time. Future you will thank you if you put everything in detailed. I should be able to take that lesson plan and hand it to another teacher and they be able to implement it. Planned use of technology. This will be that middle section that I talk about in the EEE lesson plan where you have to evaluate that technology. If you're not sure, ask me to look at it. And you can ask me to look at a specific, I just need you to look at that planned use of technology section. I'm not sure that I have it done right. Can you check that out for me? Awesome, yes. You need to have your assessment. How are you going to assess these? Spelling and grammar, please. Grammarly. And a closure. How are you going to close out this lesson? And then you submit that assignment. You upload, you take this document, this template, you fill it in, you save it on your computer, and you submit it to me. It needs to be a doc formula or a PDF format. If you do not know how to change like pages, I'm on a Mac. If you do not know how to change pages to a doc, let me know. I will create you a short little video and walk you through it and send it to you. And that is it for this week. Have a great day. Bye.